All right, we're shooting.
All right. Hey, we're back at it again. Sorry, folks. We've been out for a minute. We had a lot of stuff going on. We're going to get back into this. You know, we always say that, but it's happening. It's a work in progress. But 5280 Sports guys, back at it again. Boy MK, Brandon, he had a little bit of
coming at you.
Some good vacation time.
We've missed you, and I know you've missed us.
And so
vacation time, slave labor mission, Army brutal, folks.
So what we're gonna be talking about today, and you know I had some gripes about it. I had some gripes about it. I'm a little excited. Got a little jitters going on. But we're talking about the Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. And I just watched the final press conference. Which
so it just happened today, right?
It happened today.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. Tell me what happened. What? Was there trash talk? Was there smack talk? Anyone call him, hey boy, or anything like that?
There was a little bit. So I felt that it was done real classy. It was done well.
Shocker
compared to you watched the
yeah, I've seen like New York and
you saw
LA.
the whole tour, right?
I think I did. I got bored of it towards the end. Yeah, I don't think I've seen London.
It started kind of being repetitive a little bit. So you know, I don't know if you've caught any of the YouTube stuff, and you know, there's some more press conferences that happened after that and stuff like that that are pretty decent.
I did just see the Mcgregor monster commercial. He's looking pretty good. You see that?
I don't
like
know.
Ducking bags and like throwing right crosses and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, I'm the monster. I'm pretty sure that was the finishing line.
I haven't seen that.
I just heard it last night. I don't know.
So, the final press conference today. It was classy. Mayweather comes out in a suit.
What?
Floyd, you know. Mayweather came out in a suit, Conor came out in a suit. Obviously, Conor's gonna come out in a suit.
Yeah.
Both of them wrapped in the same shades, you know, with the dark tint, little low vise on it.
Not bad.
But I think Conor McGregor was 45, maybe an hour plus late to get into the podium. So Floyd hadn't came out yet. So he's playing a little bit of mind games there, a little bit. Finally, Dana White comes, Floyd comes. You know, they basically were doing like some fillers, trying to like get people to like kind of take up time. So, so you have like 2 seats empty, well 3, and they're just trying to like fill time. So Conor shows up, Floyd shows up. Dana White introduces Conor. He comes up there, you know, being real, you know, like I said, he was real humble. Kind of still had the confidence and the slight arrogance. Kind of hinted like, you know, this boy was stupid for switching to, and I don't know how much you've got caught up. So this boy is stupid for switching from 10-ounce gloves to 8-ounce gloves. They got approved August 16th.
Whoa!
So I don't know how much
we'll see if this goes through, folks.
So he's like, you know,
so we're talking, it only takes one.
You know, he basically was saying how it's in favor for him, give him his power, stuff like that. But then he also said that said something like, you know, so he said something along the lines of like, it's gonna give me the power. I predicted that I was gonna get him in 4 rounds. Now I'm gonna predict that I got him in 2 rounds, maybe even in the first 10 seconds. So it's Conor.
First 10 seconds.
So it's Conor. So that was a little bit, that was kind of it, and then he just thanked everybody and, you know, basically was, you know, saying that he put a lot of heart into his training camp and he feels like ready to go, you know, stuff like that. So it was done well. You know, he wasn't loud, it was quiet, you know, he was humble. Like he's just he's ready. They're there in Vegas, you know, he's ready to go. Him and, just kind of back up a little bit, him and Paulie Maggiano got into it yesterday. And I don't know if you've heard, but Paulie left the Conor camp because Conor knocked him down. And so there was some heat going back and forth. Paulie was saying that he's not going to release the footage and calling him BS and say it was a push down and all this stuff. And then Dana White released the footage. It was a complete knockdown. So there's that. I'm getting you all caught up.
Yeah, right?
So anyways, him and Paulie had some words yesterday, and then today, so he addressed the whole thing, said he's ready to go, he feels awesome, and then Floyd came up. Floyd did all this like real humble, thanking everyone, kind of arrogant, tone-ish a little bit, but basically was saying that, pretty much thanked every single person, and then went into saying that, we're bringing in two skills. You've got somebody that's dominated the MMA world in his class. I've dominated boxing for 21 years. The skills are going to be put to the test Saturday, August 26th. And so he was just saying how like Conor's undefeated as far as a stand-up fighter in an octagon, and and then talking about himself and how he's been undefeated for 21 years, and talked a little bit about how everybody says that they're gonna break him and all this stuff, and no one's yet been able to do that. And then went into, this is where it got a little arrogant. He goes, if you can bring it, but the real answer, or the real question is, can you handle it? So basically saying you can throw punches, but are you going to be able to handle it in return?
Yeah.
Which I don't know why he said that, but who knows? Maybe there's some stuff going on.
And Conor's not undefeated, is he?
He's undefeated as a stand-up fighter. He's been submitted 2 or 3 times, but he's never been knocked out. He's never been knocked down. He's literally been submitted.
Yeah.
And maybe you could say that Nate Diaz won. He got knocked down, but I don't think he did. I think he just got taken. I think Nate took him down and then wrapped him up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so like I said, both fighters were pretty classy. Somebody was mouthing off at the press conference in the crowd. I don't know if it was a spectator or if it was somebody in the media. I'm not exactly sure, but somebody was mouthing off. And when Conor first came up, he had said something, and he was looking off in the crowd, and you couldn't really hear it. And then as he was going on talking, the guy said something again, and Conor responded, and then Floyd kind of put his hands up and started shaking his hand and like shaking his head, and then Conor goes, "Yeah, tell your bitch to shut up." So I don't know exactly what was going on there. Oh, and then they're doing a belt for this fight. It's a WBC belt. And it's called the Money Belt. So it's got like...
So they just made up a belt for this?
Made up a belt, basically. It says Money Belt, WBC on it. And it's freaking diamond to the grim. And I think the guy said that there was 400 plus diamonds in it. I could be missing a 0 or so. And then I think he said it was... I don't know. I don't think he said 4. But it's either 40 karat... And I might be missing some zeros on that too. His
that'd be the weight
English
of the
was a little
diamonds.
off. So, and his mic started not working when he was explaining it. But the belt looks heavy.
Yeah?
It's like this. That's how big it is. And then it's just straight diamond, and then there's like a gold rim around it. And it says Money Belt, WBC. I'm kind of irritated when I saw that. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, they just made up a belt for this? Like, that's crazy.
Right.
And then you can talk about regulations and all this stuff, and, Queenberry rules and all these boxing rules and stuff, and then all of a sudden you just go, hey, by the way, we're going to make a belt for this. What?
Well, I wonder what happens...
Like, I don't know if it's
wins.
necessarily a trophy. It has to be a trophy. It's not really going to be a belt. Because Floyd's done after this.
Yeah.
So if he wins, he's done. So it's a belt.
He just wants to hang it on the wall.
That's what I'm saying. Is it a belt that he just takes home? Is it a trophy for all this stuff?
He's gonna have to retire it and like let people fight for it?
I don't know. That just doesn't make any sense to me. It was so dumb. I just thought that it was. Out of everything, that was like the classless thing. Like, oh hey, by the way, we made this belt for this fight, and it's a WBC belt, which WBC is the World Boxing Council. So it's either a belt that they just felt they wanted to donate to this fight to make it a trophy type of thing, which is cool. That's fine if that's how you did it. But I don't know, the way he explained it and stuff, he just made it seem like, oh, by the way, we're introducing this belt.
I don't know, did Money Mayweather donate enough that now he gets his own belt?
Well, no, this is the organization.
I know, but for Money Mayweather, if it would be like to recognize him for history.
I don't think it's like that. I think they literally decided just to make a belt. But like I said,
that's really stupid.
It was like the least thing I enjoyed about the press conference. Then they went into some media questions, and the media were asking them, they asked Conor, one of the guys, which I thought was kind of hilarious, they go, hey Conor, Floyd's betting on himself, are you going to bet on yourself? And Conor goes, I don't gamble. He goes, I'm just going to go in there and fight, just fight, like that's all I'm about.
Yeah.
He goes, to me it sounds like Floyd's got a gambling problem, that's why he wanted to get this fight done. So, you know what I mean? Like subtle shots.
Yeah.
Like subtle shots. And then another thing is, a little side note, get you caught up. Las Vegas is freaking out because 95% of the bets at the point of yesterday were for Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is underdog 500 to, I think they have Floyd plus 475 or something like that.
It's almost 1,000
something
point
crazy,
difference.
yeah, something crazy. And Vegas doesn't know what to do because they're like, how their odd bakers and the bookies are, they want to try and, somewhat leverage out. And they can't balance this out because they don't have anything. So it's they're like,
pick 'em fight.
So they're like, well, Conor's, he's good, but this is a boxing match and Floyd should be a shoo-in. But everything Conor has said, he's backed up. So it's literally Conor's kind of got this whole Vegas kind of upside down in a sense. But
oh man, they're gonna be pissed if he wins.
I was thinking,
what is they gonna pay him to go down?
Well, this is a side note, is that I was wondering if two things I thought of. One was I thought, what if Floyd just tanks? Like, what if he just lets it just kind of, he goes, I'm going to bet on Conor McGregor. I'm going to bank on that.
20 mil on Conor.
I'm going to take a tank. I'm going to go get one of my little head honchos or my, goons to go collect my money. And then I'm going to set up another boxing match and beat him. But the other thing I was thinking is, what if it legit happens and, Conor does, because I'm going for Conor, it's regardless. I'm going to go for Conor because I like Conor McGregor. I think he's a really good fighter. He has lost. I think he takes his losses very seriously and humble at the same time. And, he doesn't lose that confidence. He still continues to be confident even though he might get submitted. And he kind of backs up all the stuff he talks about. I just don't expect him to do much against Floyd, if that makes sense. I'm not going to go, if Conor loses, even if Conor got knocked out, I'm not going to be like, well, that sucks. I'm going to be like, hey, you know what? This is something that we're never going to, this is one-time history. This is a history event.
Yeah,
So it's not really, I'm expecting anything except this is the only thing I expect. Floyd Mayweather shows up in the boxing ring and Conor McGregor sitting across from him. That's all I expect. As long as that happens,
I expect at least 3 rounds.
I'm 100% good. I'm 100% good.
How many rounds do you think it's gonna go?
So I have two predictions on how I think it's gonna go. I think if Conor wins, it's gonna be early, within 6 rounds.
Okay.
6, and I'm pushing 6 rounds. I think it's more like 4 or less. I think the 5th round he's got a little bit because he's champion. He's been to, he's fought 5th round type of style fights.
Yeah.
After the 6th round, or coming into the 6th round, it's gonna be a Mayweather fight, and I think that Mayweather will I think Mayweather might just kind of counter at that point and just win on the cards. But Floyd's talking that he can't let him walk away from this. Like, he's kind of talking crazy a little bit. So I don't know. He said he's let the fans down in the Manny Pacquiao fight and all this stuff. So he's talking crazy, but I feel like he talks crazy like that all the time.
But it's his last fight. But he
said it multiple times though, and this isn't just like in front of, while him and Pacquiao were having like press conferences. This has been like multiple things, like multiple interviews. He's been like, I can't let Conor walk away from this. Like, I have to go out there and take it to him. So he said this in multiple interviews. So, which makes me think. But then also he says other things too, which make me think that I don't think he's taking this fight lightly like he has. I think he's taking this fight a little bit more serious than some of the people are looking at it. Mm-hmm. Like, I think they're saying, oh, Conor McGregor has never had a pro fight. Floyd Mayweather's been fighting in boxing for 21 years. Floyd's going, this guy, all he's done to win his fights is stand up. He's got hands. He's got a powerful punch. I need to be careful. I need to watch out for that.
So you think he's taking him serious?
I think Floyd's taking him serious.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Conor. I don't know. I think Conor just wants to fight and wants money.
Yeah.
And I think he's serious. I think he's taking this as any other fight. But he might be going, I can't believe I'm going up against Floyd Mayweather.
Right? I'm fucking in a boxing match right now. What am I doing?
So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. But like I said, Conor McGregor wins. It's going to be, and I'm giving 2 rounds, I'm giving a light 6 rounds. Like I said, I think it's going to be done. If Conor does win, it's got to be 4 and under, maybe into the 5th. But I think once that 6th round hits, it's going to be Floyd all day, and Floyd could possibly take him out. I just don't expect it because Floyd's last knockout, I think, was in 2011.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think Floyd's punches will be a little bit more precise maybe in coming later into the rounds. If he is taking this fight seriously, but I don't know. Like I said, I expect that bell to ring, and I see 2 fight. I see Conor and Floyd in that ring.
All right, we're running low on time.
All right,
everybody. No, we need your prediction.
My prediction?
Yeah.
Oh,
on record right now. What is going to happen?
My prediction.
Not what you want. This is what's going to happen.
My prediction is that Floyd's going to coast the whole fight. He's going to win 12 rounds. Decision.
It's going to the card.
Unanimous. Yeah, unanimous decision.
I'm saying McGregor in 10. It's going to be mind-blowing. He's going to just rope-a-dope him and pow!
Round 10 or 10 seconds?
Round 10. In the 10th, I'm sorry.
Okay. I mean, he's made the prediction, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. No, I'm giving it to him in the 10th.
In the 10th?
Yeah.
Alright.
Shocking the world.
Dude. I hope you're right.
Me too. It'll be good.
I will love it.
We'll all see Saturday.
Yep, Saturday. And if you guys are in Denver, just some of the stuff I've tipped off is Tap House is no cover. Dave & Buster's got ridiculous cover. And a few bars in, kind of the bar and grill places are doing, at least $20 a piece for people to come in. So
which one was the one with the girls?
Twin Peaks?
Yeah, Twin Peaks. $30, guys. Ouch. But their beer is cold. Ice cold. All right, thanks for listening. 52A Sports Guys. Check us out, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, Twitter. Check us out on Twitter during the fight. We'll be there letting you know what's going on and how we feel about it.
We will be doing a Periscope thing as well for people that aren't going to be able to maybe attend, try to get something going. So be on the lookout for 5280 Sports Guys on Periscope, and maybe we'll get you to get a little glimpse of that KO.
See ya.